Hello crystal souls and welcome on the Snoopy card reading. This one is going to be about your future marriage, a love story. So yeah, some juicy things related to your marriage will be uncovered. Now, if you want some personal guidance, you can find all the informations in the description or the pinned comment. Same thing my TikTok. And also if you want some exclusive meditations, I have some available just for you guys. I also designed a couple deck if you are interested, and this one is in pre-order. So check everything out in the description or the pinned comment. So for today's reading, you have 3 piles available. So pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. And when you are ready, comment a timestamp in the comments down below. Today I'm going to be shuffling with you as always. I also have the zodiac grid available to discover the zodiac of your future husband or wife. I have messages ready, stickers and letters. This way we can discover all the hints from this person and the future that awaits the both of you. So take your time now, meditate if you want. I'll meditate with you and then I'll find you on your pile. So let's meditate. So group number 1, let's see the future with you and your future spouse. So first, on this card, you can see a cozy atmosphere, feeling good around each other, supporting each other, just enjoying the moment together. And this is a scene at home. So I'm seeing you two wanting or desiring to spend most of the time at home. So spending nights, watching movies together, cooking for each other, talking to each other, just spending some time in a cozy atmosphere so you can just really vibe together and connect this way. I see that you two may be very talkative or communicative with each other, which is why you don't really need activities to connect and bond with your future spouse. On the scene, I see revelation as well with the curtain, so that's why I see that you two may, always talk to each other, support each other, always want to, express how you feel or how life is going for you with your dreams and everything. I also see that as spiritual speeches, things that you discovered, things you tried. You may actually want to always share together and feel that cocoon of safety when communicating all these revelations to your partner. As for the window, I see visionaries. So you two can be visionaries. You two can be, when talking to each other or spending some time together, kind of, like I said, redesigning the world, or always thinking of okay, what's next then? What should we do? Or even where should we go? All of that. And as for the hints, look, so right here next to the window, I see plants, which shows growth together, which can also be spiritual growth, of course, but definitely growth related to support. And as for the little frame with the picture, I can see this maybe as some social media influencers, or you two can be wanting to collect memories and pictures together, or whenever you go somewhere, you may always take a picture to recall that moment. Could also be a photographer, by the way, for your future spouse, but definitely a cozy atmosphere, wanting to just spend some time together and have fun together. So for the next cards, first of all, I see the 4 of Swords. The 4 of Swords relates to meditation, rest, time of rest, and this connects perfectly, I think, because you saw that cozy atmosphere where you two just, rest together, talk with each other, and not really, always in a mood or always doing activities or always outside. It's mostly, we can rest, we can meditate together, we can talk for hours and hours and hours, and still feel that flow or just feel that connection without being bored. So that's what I see here especially. Now, in the beginning of maybe your marriage or your relationship, this can announce that you may need to really adapt and reflect together to make that peaceful and cozy atmosphere. So really talking to the person with an open heart, being authentic, being true. I mean, with your future spouse, you're supposed to be that way, right? So when you open up and when you just really express how you feel. This is what is going to build a foundation of that relationship in a way that's going to be very healthy or very peaceful and very cozy. So that's what I see. Number 4 is about commitment and stability. And I think you could sense that energy, just feeling stable, safe, and secure. And for commitment, I mean, that's a marriage. So, of course, it is a commitment with you too. Then we have the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles can be about, for me, it's about recognition. It's about commitment as well. So recognizing the value of the person, understanding that, yes, I want to commit to this person because I feel good. And you can see this on the card. They're smiling, having fun, which is why you don't really need activities much. You just need each other to really appreciate the time that you spend together. So that itself is beautiful to see. At the distance, I see a door, and this kind of reminds me of the Ace of Pentacles for some reason, you know, like the door and the pentacle being offered, which is for me describing an opportunity, or maybe a new door, a new way, or some exploration together. And I said it because you two can really support each other, talk to each other, and be open that way. Then that may open your vision, the window, to, you know, future possibilities or future plans and dreams and goals, or things you want to better about yourself or about your life. So I really see this marriage supporting the both of you, really encouraging each other, but also having so much fun expressing all of that or sharing all of that together, which is what you can see on the scene. Let me see if I see anything else, but I think that's especially about it. Number 8 is about infinity, so it could be a soul calling or some magnetism between you and the person that you feel intensely, because it's obvious to you that this is the one, but also they will feel that in the very first place. But understanding this marriage, a lot of happy moments, a lot of amazing time together, a lot of support, a lot of valuable time, and not because you do a lot of activities or of course you will do activities, but it's not something you need to appreciate each other's company. Then we have the Lovers card. So expect a person who is going to be super, super romantic, super loving, super attentive to you, always bringing you things that you may, want, or just always actually surprising you with things or events, or just entering the room and then they prepare the dinner for you or something like that. But I see romance especially being strong for this group. Now the Lovers talks about soulmates, so you can be attracting a soulmate or someone as a soul connection in your soul family or star family. So that's what I see here especially, but expect a lot of love, a lot of support. And as for the bridge appearing right here, the bridge can be about encounter, so meeting each other halfway, always listening to the other person's perspective and opinion, so you're not stuck in yours and you can grow together as a relationship, which I think is super healthy to do. It is not just about how you feel, it is not just about your story and your perspective, it's about how you two can perceive the world, because everything is so different. It's kind of like when you go to a movie and you watch the same movie, but you come out with two different perspectives of maybe the story, or just two different experiences while seeing that movie. For example, if you are more interested about spirituality and the other person is more interested about fashion, then the perspective of the person that loves fashion is going to come with an opinion, especially with the aesthetic, the colors, like the style and everything like that, and you may decode the message with that movie. So see, two different experiences, even though you experienced the same movie or the same thing, and that is the same in life. So if you can really perceive and try to comprehend and listen to your partner's perspective, that is going to be a big plus, because you guys are two different beings. And I know that there's that romantic concept saying you are one. You can feel like one with somebody who is still very different. Now, it doesn't mean this person has to be always agreeing or always seeing the same things as you. And I think that difference may be the beauty in that relationship, because that's a plus added, right? So honor that difference and celebrate it. So let's see with the next cards. So what is part of your love story with your future spouse? Okay, I see visions, and it's quite funny because we talked about this with like the window appearing here. So, psychic images, clairvoyance, seeing out of body travel. So it could be astral projection. Maybe you are meeting this person already in dreams or while astral projecting. And I'm saying dreams because dreams are astral travels most of the time. And yes, they are real. Yes, you do travel in different dimensions and even in different forms or incarnations, which is why sometimes dreams you do not appear as who you are because you are tapping into another incarnation and being and form. So that's very strong here. I see that you two may just maybe astral travel when going to sleep together, or maybe have some mission beyond this three-dimensional world. And this is something that relates to the vision, but also to your psychic abilities and skills, and that may just improve them while doing so with your partner. Because you can see you are accompanied on this card, and you can see the twin aspect of this card. And of course, that twin aspect can be a twin flame, can be a soulmate, can be just somebody you really connect your soul with. And you don't have to be a soulmate or solely connected to somebody to have these experiences. You know, everyone here has abilities if they really want to awaken them, and if they work towards it, they will be experiencing amazing things with another companion beyond, you know, this reality. But visions, I really see this as having a vision together as well. And I truly think that's a vision related to your soul's purpose or soul's mission. So pay attention to that, because this may be coming to the surface when encountering the one, or when talking about projects or dreams or goals that you may have. You may really reflect and see that you too may have the same type of mission or the same type of desire, or the foundation of that dream and goal is very, very similar in its essence. Alright, so let's see one more card for this deck. Okay. Sacrifice. There are those worth making, and there are those that will destroy you. So that's a reminder. Yes, this person is going to be your everything. Yes, this person is going to ask you to sacrifice multiple things sometimes. The thing is, they are not aware sometimes of the meaning of these sacrifices. They think it is easy, or they think it is normal. It's just because for them it is easy. It is just because for them it is normal. But if it is not, talk about it. Because I see that some sacrifices may be too much for you. And if you really express, you know, what is the real meaning of that sacrifice, if you even see this as a sacrifice or as, you know, a way for you to evolve and grow up. I'm not saying to be rejective of that. Of course, we all do make sacrifices, but you have to make those that will be worth it in the end, you know, because that will, you know, allow yourself to liberate yourself maybe from a fear or a conditioning, or maybe something that will improve your current situation or career or being. So really ask yourself, is it for my best interest to make that sacrifice? And if not, you don't have to force it. Saying no is power too. And it's not because you are against somebody. It is just because you do not find the worth in it. So explaining it in that relationship is going to allow yourself to only make the sacrifices that are good for the both of you. Okay, so including yourself to the picture for people's happiness, so you can make the right sacrifices and evolve this way. All right, so let's see with the next cards what's part of your love story. I see announcement at the top and waiting for you renew. So these are the cards for you. So I guess this person may be waiting for you at the moment, waiting for you to come in. And this could be why you two actually meet beyond this dimension, because, you know, you really are tapping into people's energy and people's soul before encountering them a lot of the times. Which is why sometimes when we meet somebody and we feel like, oh, I kind of know this person, this can be on a soul level, but this can also be related to the fact that you have met before in other dimensions, in dreams, or while doing this astral projection trips. So just saying, but this person is waiting for you. On the card, I see a barrier, but you are not like behind it. You are really in front of the person here. So that shows that in this relationship, in this connection, in this marriage, you will always want to meet the other person halfway, even though sometimes it may be difficult, or sometimes you will need to sacrifice your own opinions or own feelings, but this way you two can really bond and connect. And for the announcement, could be something exciting coming for you in that future relationship. And I see this as maybe moving out in the same house, because I see the house here, or getting a place, a dream place, a dream house, or a dream car. It can be material, but it can be beyond. This can be like, for example, being pregnant, or this can be anything, like a trip, or this can be a new business. But I really see this mostly for the majority of you as having your dream house, having your dream place, and feeling so cozy, like you could see here, at home together. I also heard that this can be like buying a place, a house, and then designing everything inside it your own way, in your own style, with the colors that you like, the furnitures that you like, but also with like different material in the house that will talk to you. But that's especially what I see here, like moving together, having the dream house that you want, or the dream, I don't know, this can be a dream project, this can be a dream career, this can be anything. Let's see now some couple cards related to your future. So divine union, we saw that, right? So this marriage is divine, and you may just know this person is special to you and to your soul. We talked about soulmates, we talked about twin flames. That can be a counterpart, that can be someone in your soul family. It's, anything that is speaking to you. Especially your soul knows if you have a twin flame, or if you have soulmates all around available to you. But this relationship is going to be divine and profound and speaking to you on another level. This is going to be a love you never really experienced, or the type of connection that maybe you was never experiencing, or just having the chance to get. So let's see more about your future. And because this is divine, this also includes that you guys may just have to search for meanings and work on your visions, like we saw here, on your spiritual abilities, psychic abilities. And funny enough, I saw 131, which is my twin flame number. So it could be a twin kind of answering and saying, yes, I'm part of your vision. Anyways, and first to move is what I see. So it could be that this person, because we saw waiting for your venue on this card, and then you can see the first move. So it could be in the introduction of that connection. If you're still not with this person, then this person is always going to make the first move, or going to make the effort. For example, if you have an argument, this person may be okay, like I give you space, but then coming back to you to better the situation, right? So it could be first move as that type of scenario. Let's see more couple cards related to your future marriage. Okay, angels brought you to me. You saw divine connections, so of course angels, gods, the universe, God, they all know it's written, they all know it's part of destiny. So of course they will bring yourself to the person. As for the doves appearing, I see peace, I see freedom, and I see true love in this relationship. So this is what you will be experiencing in that marriage. True love, that peaceful sensation or feeling when being around the person. And I truly think arguments between you two may rarely arise. And if they do come, you will communicate and talk to each other to always better the situation, because we talked about perspective shift, so you can understand, okay, I see you, I feel you, so I'm gonna better myself, or maybe better the communication, or just do something that makes you feel not triggered. So that's what I see with this one. And then I'll be here in your ups and down. Yes, and you could see that. You could see support, you could see, tenderness, you could see someone who understands you and will really do the effort to understand you, which is beautiful to see. But supporting each other, cuddling each other, bringing love to each other, saying it's okay to feel this way. I understand, it is valid, just feel these emotions, I'm here for you. That is definitely the energy I get from this card. Let's see more. Intimacy is what is popping on this card. Yep, and this one wanted to come out. So intimacy is going to be very, very, very strong and passionate between you two, as you can see. So on this first scene, again, I see the window and the curtain. So we talked about this revelation and perspective, vision. So this is something that will be very strong. But also that's in the intimacy going to be interesting and important, because if you can really perceive or ask for like what do you like, or because with the curtain I see this as revealing maybe your fantasies or what you like, what you dislike, this will really allow the two of you to have a wonderful life, you know what I mean? So this is what you can see here: intimacy, passion, which is beautiful. And that's the same here. And this could be, here you can see the bed scene, here you can see the couch. Could also be places where, you just want to get some warmth and skin to skin moments. As for the dog appearing on this one, and you could see the cat on the first one, the dog for me is about fidelity. So this is also telling you, when it comes to intimacy, you guys will be so strongly connected and solely connected during that moment that you won't really need to, they will not need to go and see somewhere else, like what's like, so no cheating, no interest at all, because if you really vibe and connect with some soulmate on an intimate level, you will know nobody can really reach that level with you. So this is what you two feel in this intimacy, but also spicing things up, maybe part of what you want to experience. Now let's see a love message from your future spouse. But you can see your life is going to be very happy, very mature, very understanding, transformative, magical, spiritual. That's perfect, right? So let's see one message. Okay, so to the world, you may be one person, but to one person, you may be the world. How special. How special and beautiful. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to be putting these on the side. And I'll start with the zodiac grid and then some tiny messages. So let's see the signs of your future husband. Of course, this can be zodiac, moon, rising, and sun signs. Okay, so we have Virgo, Libra, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Taurus, Gemini. Did I say Cancer? I don't think so. And Cancer. Okay, so let's see now messages. More messages. Okay. Once you change the way you see the world, you can change the world you see. So manifesting what you envision. Be silly, be honest, be kind, and make this moment count are the messages. Alright, so let's continue now with the other techniques. Let's go. So group number 1, let's start first with letters and words. So these can be hints about what you like, a place, a name. Oh, we have the sea. This could be a trip next to the sea. Let's see. Do I see anything else? We have sport, night. So it could be someone who is interested about sports. Maybe nights, nights with the S. But of course, there can be an S as well added. But spending nights together, maybe sporty nights. Oh, wish is popping through as well. So anything that you wish for in a relationship, this is what is going to come. But also I see, nights, being passionate. We talked about this before. So it could be the hint as well. As for the letters, maybe Shun, is it how you, no. I'm not sure if this is a name in English, but let's see more hints with the stickers. Dreaming always. So it could be encounters in dreams or dreaming of the same thing. I see safety and protection with the leaf, writing to each other with the two timbre in French, but I have no idea how we call it in English, sorry. We have Canada appearing here, so it could be a place. I think of you is the message, so always thinking of you. Hardworking energy here. And yeah, you work hard fighting, which connects perfectly. So support with what you do, what you work on. So this is reading. I hope you like this one. Let me know in the comments what you think you can write I claim to welcome these moments, this love life with your future spouse. If you're new here, make sure to join a beautiful family and subscribe down below. And for personal guidance, you know where to find me. So yes, I'll see you in my next reading. Take care of your crystal souls. Bye. Group number 2, let's see what is going to be your future love life with your partner. Okay, so here you can see a cozy atmosphere. I really sense traveling vibes, or just, going to a park or next to a river or to the beach, just in some natural area to recharge and to be connecting together, talking for hours, enjoying nature. Even sitting here in silence will just be appreciated from this person. But I really see comfort, I see beauty, I see love. As for the season here, I kind of get spring season, so it could be some season that you two may like or adore, maybe a season where you feel like always, going outside and connecting with nature. That's also a blooming aspect and season here that's shown, so this could be related to the relationship. So always growing together, blooming together, always wanting to better your life, better yourself with this person on your side. So this is what you can see with this first cut. Then I see the 7 of Pentacles. The 7 of Pentacles relates to the meeting. It's called the meeting for this card. So what I see here, I kind of get two messages. Maybe somebody we have meetings with, because here I can see, collaboration or money-oriented thing. Same thing with the Pentacles. It's mostly about the material things. So I see someone who could be working with you, or maybe later on you may develop maybe a career together, a dream together, maybe a business together. We never know, right? But this can also be related to meeting at certain places. Meaning they will invite you or text you an address, and then they will surprise you with a date or with an activity or something like that. And you could see the traveling aspect on this card. So I think exploring, but also spending time together and making these things special as an experience, but also as something that will, open your perspective to new ways, new places, new door, new cultures. This will be very strong in this relationship. So meeting, a lot of dates, expect a lot of dates, going outside a lot, exploring different places, different restaurants. That is the vibe. Could also be some events. I see them. I'm not sure how you call that structure, but I see this as a place where, you have maybe concerts going on. That can also be some type of, performance, something that is just mind-blowing and creative. So it could be also going to museums together, can be concerts, can be events, can be anything. But I see you two wanting to have activities, wanting to explore so much together, wanting to have, things to tell to your children because you've been exploring a lot. That is the sensation I'm getting from that pile. Yes, of course, having cozy time in nature, but also having a lot of activities. You can be happy just sharing and experiencing together. As for the 10 of Pentacles, I see this card as spoiling yourself, especially materially. I see you coming saying, oh, that's a sugar daddy. Nope, I mean, I don't really like the title. But in the essence, it's kind of like that, because that somebody is going to offer you exactly what you want. If you want luxury, you'll get luxury. If you want anything, that can be an ice cream. It doesn't have to be something so pricey, but anything you want, this person is going to be sure that you are never lacking anything. Kind of like parents, right? They always want the best for their kids. Then that's the same with that relationship, wanting the best for you, and also making sure that you are safe and independent with your own career. I'm not saying this is someone who's going to be spoiling you and telling you to stay at home. Unless you want it, then get it. For sure you can manifest that. Now, if you really have a dream, a goal with your current career, this person is going to be, especially the masculine, I'm saying the masculine is going to be very, very, very committed to work and very good at manifesting abundance. So this could be a person, a future spouse, if you are manifesting a man, which is going to allow yourself to manifest abundance in your own career. And we talked about collaboration, with that. So meetings could also be you working with your future husband or wife, because I see that you two working together might open your perspective to new things, but also new ways to make that, business or career, whatever you choose, a success. If not working together, I see some inspiration and lifting the other person up related to their current, desire of career. So that's what I see here. Collaboration or support, so you two can live in a world of abundance and be happy and satisfied together. But of course, just expect yourself to be spoiled, yourself to be provided a lot of value in that relationship, not just materially, but especially materially with the pentacles appearing here. I also see beauty and seduction on this card, the way that the man is starting to unfold, the dress could be some seduction and attraction physically a lot of the times. I see collection as well with this frame and the coins everywhere. So it could be somebody with interest about collecting like certain things, or this can be like collections of travels, for example, or photographies. It can be anything. But I see a person who's really, really wanting to expand rather their properties. This is what I heard, but that can also be anything they collect or anything they experience. So someone is truly curious and animated. Okay, so let's see more hints related to your love story. But so far, pretty good. I like it. Alright, so let's see this one first. Freedom, independence, and self-determination. See, that's why I'm telling you, even if this person is going to be spoiling yourself and providing you the best, you'll be free to be yourself. You'll be free to have dreams. You'll be free to do whatever you want, and you will always be supported with what you do, what you think, what you actually desire. So that is a beautiful support I see here in that connection. You can see the pirate flag as a top. Could also be some rock and roll vibes here, as fashion, or maybe music that you like. But I see this as digging the treasure. You know what I mean? It's like you two are pirates, you want to explore the world, get all the abundance you can, collect amazing memories, all of that. So I see as collection of value. And yes, it is beyond just money. Yes, it is beyond just the material world. It is something that you guys value. And this can even be freedom. Freedom to be with whoever you want, be with your friends, go at some events, even without the person. Just be yourself and live the best life. That's, the type of message I get here from the pirate. Of course, you are in a marriage, but that doesn't mean it's a prison to you. It's not because you are like suddenly with somebody that you have to always, get their approvals or, act a certain way to not make them jealous or, So that itself, in that relationship, there'll be so much understanding and so much care for the other person that freedom and independence is going to be so beautiful and strong. Let's see one more for this deck. But so far, I really like the energy. It's very mature. And just like I said, this independence and freedom is, I think, very, very very healthy, but also just very wise to do, because if you can feel free in a relationship and still have the person supporting you and supporting whatever you dream about and what you do and what you're passionate about, like that's wonderful. And here we have fertility, so building a family together. Of course, if you don't want babies, it's about feeling like home, feeling like family with the person. So potential, powerful creative energy and initiation energy. It can also be a creative project or some career, anything like that, or a dream that you see as your baby. Like for example, my career is my baby. You guys are my babies, okay? So I don't feel the need to have a family, and I don't see myself as a mom. So that can be talking to you this way, in a way as like, okay, I see that project maybe as a collaboration with your future spouse as our baby. See, but of course, if you want kids, that is definitely the signs. And funny enough, my last reading I posted is about future child. So if you are interested, you can check this one. Okay, so let's continue to see what's coming, what is part of your love story in this beautiful marriage. Discoveries. I like that, because you could see exploring together, having activities together, always being curious and interested, like a pirate, always exploring. So that connects perfectly. So being curious, discovering new things. I see that this curiosity sometimes can be seen as like, so what, are you going to be an intruder? You know, because we talked about independence and freedom being important. So maybe in the beginning, you guys will still need to trust each other. But afterward, it's just about discovering new things. I really see this as more of experiences or knowledge or learning new things, maybe taking classes together. And you could see that support, you know, with that person offering you so much. And that can also be with their knowledge, with the way they manage a business, or with the way that, you know, maybe they were studying something that you was interested about and they have so much to share and teach you. So that can be that dynamic with discoveries too. So don't be afraid to ask. You know, sometimes when they do something that is foreign to what we do, we tend to be like, okay, then do that, and I don't give a freak about it. But it's not really what I see here between you two. Like, if you two have different things you are interested about, you'll still be very open to get to know what they do and have the real interest in what they're doing, which I think is super healthy. I mean, I wouldn't personally date somebody who has no interest, at least a little bit of interest in spirituality or divination, because like we come from two different worlds. Of course that can be a plus, but at least be interested about what I do. So of course you'll find that in your marriage. And then wishes come true is the next card. So that's beautiful, because I see that you two coming into a union will be very, very powerful in a way that you are manifesting, because I think this person is going to raise your frequency, your vibration. And as you may know, with the law of vibration, we attract what we embody. So how we feel, how we vibrate, that is manifesting your reality. So that means when feeling good, when feeling love with another person, you'll be attracting away all that you wish as well. So more power to you in this union and connection here with this future person. On the card, you can see the dad shopping wood. Could also be the type of dad figure or mom figure in your partner that you see as somebody who is inspiring yourself. Or if you really jump back into your inner child, you recognize that's the one I wanted. You know, and it can maybe perceive qualities that you admired in maybe your dad or your mom in this person. And this could be something you really just fall for, right? So it could be, for example, if your dad was very hardworking, maybe they had their own business or something like that, you admire that about them, and so you manifest in your partner. And it's funny because most of the time we do manifest these aspects in our parents, in our future partner, because that feels like home, and of course we want to continue that feeling. So that could be it. As for the shouting star appearing, that is definitely about feeling that magic in that relationship, but also that cultivate that magical feeling we talked about. So let's see, couple cards to see your future together. all you'll be experiencing, anything we need to know related to your love story. Okay. So twin flame is what you can see here, which could be why. We saw that connection, we saw freedom, we saw understanding, we saw, someone spoiling you, understanding you. So of course, that is something you can feel on a soul level with your twinnie. So that's really good. Of course, if you don't have a twin flame, could be someone in your soul family. I see neglected, and I see this as something your partner is not gonna do. Even though if you are in this twin flame journey and if you are in separation at the moment and you feel maybe this person not awakened enough or not seeing me, that is a process. So trust this relationship, trust destiny, because you guys are meant to be together. Now, I see that in this relationship with your twin flame, you will be healing this aspect. For example, in a family, if you felt neglected, if you didn't feel like welcomed or understood, or kind of like the alien in the family or the black sheep in the family, then you won't be experiencing that in this relationship. And I would manifest that aspect, so please visualize and feel and script about it, manifesting the best and a healthy connection with your twin flame, because I feel this twin relationship or beyond doesn't mean, the label doesn't mean anything to me, but that person solely connected to you will be healing that aspect where you felt rejected, where you felt not good enough or not worthy or just weird, because they were really pointing you out as the weirdo or as someone they cannot understand or someone who is very egocentric, because because they were rejecting you in the first place, you created a cocoon around you, and yourself, you did retract from their own company because it was feeling just terrible. That is very destructive, to just hold on to somebody who is always, making you the source of their problems, or always telling you you're not good enough or you're not loving enough, or we don't freaking care now because you have somebody who can really understand and honor who you are and understand and really see the depth within yourself. So let's see with the next couple cards. So that's beautiful to see, because that itself is very healing. And I truly think a lot of you have been, whether it's with family members or people around you, maybe teachers or people working with you, just maybe people in the streets as well. Just be aware, people see you with the way that you see yourself. Everything is a mirror. And you manifest people to see you and perceive you a certain way. So now, if you have been experiencing that dynamic with your parents or family or people around you, think different. And you'll see the energy and your reality is going to shift with the way you design it. Trust me, I talk from experience. Anyway, of course, it's not going to be 100% like manifesting right now. It's a process, but that is worth working on this. Don't you dare resisting me is the card you can see here. So attraction, and you could see that, enfolding each other. And that's from both sides, introducing that seduction or just that intimacy. It will be very, very strong between you two. Put this one here. So let's see one more from this deck. And then I have more to come, of course. So let's see. Alright, that's way too many cards. One more card. Perfect. Stay for the night. I mean, you guys will be living together, so of course you'll be staying nights and nights and nights together. But it could also be the spiciness that's showing up on the cards with, I cannot resist you, and this intimacy, this desire to get close. And here it's the same, so spending nights together, passionate nights together. Let's see now with this other deck. Okay. Yeah, I mean, the spiciness is just leveling up on these two cards. They're really, really similar because these are bathroom scenes. So taking baths together, and this can be a cozy moment, just laying there, feeling the warmth, just, putting some bubble products here, just enjoying the moment, talking to each other, maybe meditating in the bath, doing something like that. But you can see the scenes just looking perfectly the same. So it could be some moments you guys want to share together, and just feel good and feel more connected in this moment. So let's see a love message from your future spouse. Okay, so we have 2 messages. The first is, every time you smile, I smile. Yes, this is beautiful. And this is the type of connection you want. You want somebody who can just feel you. You don't have to talk much about anything. You just telepathically just know what's happening, right? And then love is blind. And I'm sure this is a code as well. If you feel you don't need to look around, you don't need to check their phone or what they're doing, where they are. You just trust this person effortlessly, and that's why you could see independence and freedom. Then love is blind. You don't have to know everything. You don't have to see anything to trust the person. So blindly loving somebody, and that's from both sides, not just one side. Okay, so let's continue. I'm gonna be now picking the zodiac grid to see the zodiac of your twin flame, I guess, but that can be beyond. So future spouse, and then I'll be picking some messages. Okay, so we have Virgo, Libra, Leo, a lot of Leo energy. That can be potentially all of them because one is in the middle. You cannot see it, but that's what I see. Then Taurus, Aries, Pisces. But beware, that can be all of them, but especially the ones I was talking about. Now let's see some messages. We have the tiny messages. Okay, I'll take these 2. So the first is, be the woman you needed as a girl. Be the woman you needed as a girl. So becoming, isn't it in this group that we saw? Let me pick. Yes, this little girl. Inner child energy. Be the woman or be the man you wanted to be as a child. And this could be why you are attracting somebody who is going to be the person you needed as a kiddo. And you are strong enough to face it all, even if it doesn't feel like it right now. So that strong and supportive feeling you can get with that person, you will definitely feel that with your partner, which I think is beautiful and empowering. Let's continue now with the other techniques. Let's go. Group number 2, let's see first letters and words. People. Interesting. So including people or being very social. He. So it could be the masculine is going to be very close to people, having a lot of people around them. This one is blank. So VR, virtual reality. Could also be the message. Let's see if I see anything else. We have read in French, which can also be someone who likes to read, or maybe a writer. But maybe reading the same books, having the same interest related to that, or movies if not reading. That's especially what I can see. But of course, if you see anything, you can write it down in the comments. Let's see now some stickers. Okay, so music is popping, as you can see. So playing maybe an instrument, collaboration, or just, always supporting each other. This could be about loving maybe the winter season. Can feel the cold here, but still, wearing cozy clothes. I'm sorry too. And a kiss on the forehead. So even though, you may sometimes experience arguments or want to maybe think of separation, but I see this as more you might be separated now, but this will come pretty soon, because you can see, coming together and being united. But when you feel a certain way, or when they caused you some pain, they'll always say sorry and make sure that you feel good afterward. And someone who may think about food a lot could also be a good cook, or just someone who likes food. So this is what you can see. And here you can see fun time. So laughing a lot with this person, feeling good. That's beautiful. So this is it for the reading. I hope you like this one. Let me know in the comments what you think. You can write "I claim" to welcome this love story. And if you're new to my channel, make sure to join our beautiful family and subscribe down below. And I will see you in my next reading. And if you want some personal guidance, you know where to find me, right? So take good care of your crystal souls, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Group number 3, let's see what is your love story with your future spouse. So first, on this card you can see the aquarium, I think that's how you call it. So going to different events, different places, like feeling good, experiencing these things together. That's especially what I see here. Could be, going on dates together, always doing activities that may entertain yourself, or just something you're passionate about, you will do together. And that is a very inclusive type of energy, meaning if I want to do something, like, do you want to be part of it, type of thing. So that is what I see, especially on this card. Now, if you look at the way, that the man is just holding the woman on this card, there's a lot of like sticky type of energy, like clinginess in this connection. But of course, this may be something you like. If you are someone who is tactile, or if you like that, you are manifesting in this person, especially the man. I see a man who's going to be very tactile, so caressing your hair, for example, holding your hand, or just holding you like that. You will really feel loved physically. Okay. Oh, and for the fish appearing, could also be a Pisces energy. Of course, I'm going to be seeing that with the zodiac read afterward, but just saying, I see Pisces water energy for the first one. Then we have the Fool card. The Fool is an excited traveler. What I see as the Fool as well is someone who is going to be very original, meaning they may not be understood by everyone. They may be seen as a bit weird sometimes by some people, because they are shining so bright and being authentic to themselves. Maybe their style, the way they talk, or the way they present themselves, or their personality is going to be one of a kind. But I think that's something you want. That is something you might be looking for in a person. Not someone who's very static, or not someone who's just normal, let's say, but someone who has big dreams, big goals, who wants to be experiencing the world to its fullest potential, but also somebody who's gonna have just that spark within them, their soul, and you just feel that connection and just feel inspired to be yourself and to be true and authentic around them. They will have this fun and strong humor, because I really see a person who's just with the bouquet on the head, and just just smiling here, like, yes, I'm like that, so what? I don't freaking care. And I love this. I celebrate that. I love people just authentically themselves, and they don't give a frick about whatever people may say, whatever opinion is just coming through. They're like, yes, so what? Like, I'm just myself, so I'll continue to be myself. So yeah, be yourself, my friend. You should be. So you too can be like that. I'm not saying just one person, but if one person is more of the crazy of the group, so of that relationship, this may inspire or awaken that within yourself as well. But just saying, maybe the way they dress, their fashion is going to be very unique. But I see a gentleman, or gentlewoman on this card. So even though they have that spark within them, which is very unique and one of a kind, they're still gonna be, very grounded. Not in a way that's like, I mean, grounded, like, I'm safe, I'm secure, I know, like, I know what I'm supposed to do. But definitely a big dreamer, someone of big dreams, big goals, big things to do. But they're not gonna be stressed about this, or not taking things too seriously. They're just going to go with the flow. Which is why the Fool is also about travels, transitions. So it could be related to, you two wanting to explore different places, explore together, or even just see multiple events, or activities that may always make you become more like yourself. Do you see what I mean? Like, for example, if you are interested about tarot, divinations, or things like that, this person will accompany yourself to events that are spiritual. Maybe going for a yoga retreat, or this can be a meditation retreat or healing center, or something like this. Anything you are interested about, this person will be curious to experience that with you, because this is part of their excitement, right? And you can see that. So as for the Judgment card, I see this as celebration. I also see this as like making the right judgment. That means if you see that they are very unique, one of a kind, and bubbly, and always making each time or each experiences or moments with you very fun, that is just a big sign this person is gonna make your life never boring. You see what I mean? So this is you making the right judgment to be with this type of person. Maybe sometimes you'll be questioning, like, do I really want to be with someone who is a bit woo-woo sometimes? But I think that is just adding some spice in that relationship. But I also see this as celebration events, and we talked about this with, going to I don't know, different places like museum, concerts, events, natural places, doing something like that. Oh, and by the way, for the Fool, I also see maybe this person being a performer, and that is the same I see here. I'm not sure if you are a fan of BTS, but they were that moment where JK was attached to some cords and actually singing while floating among the crowd, so on top of the people and singing. And this kind of reminded me of that. So she's playing the instrument, so music can also be the hint here, or some type of performer. And if you look at the people here, they celebrate. So it could be recognition, could be someone who is popular, or you can be the one, or you two can be the ones who are popular. But just saying, I feel like you guys are going to be supported because you are very original. I wouldn't be surprised if you are rather a YouTuber, TikToker, or maybe you are interested about fashion or being an influencer, or anything like that. That can be in the music industry, that can be a performer, what else? That can be a sport person, anything. But I really see a crowd supporting you or people supporting you. You can also be a spiritual person as well. That's what I say. And even with the Judgment, it's kind of like maybe spiritual judgment, spiritual guidance, or allowing people to make the right decision. So you can be definitely a tarot reader, for example, or just using divination to be a messenger or to be creative. Just saying. There's a lot of things going on here, so I really want to address everything, but that is what I see. There's Leo energy with the lion popping here. I also heard justice, and this is the 4th of July here, so liberation as a moment on this card, which reminds me of the 14th of July for French, which is also about liberation from the war. So I don't know, could be also that sense of liberation and freedom, maybe some justice thing associated with that. And with the Fool, it's about freedom. So for example, if they were accused about something, it doesn't have to be law related, but could be, they will have freedom at the end. This will end any type of karma or any type of justice, law, and divine intervention for them to be free. So free to be themselves, free to do whatever they want, or just free. I'm sure you may know, or you will know later on what this talked about. So let's see, with the cards, more about your love story, all that is coming for you guys. And of course, for the Judgment card, I also see some celebration just to be together. Just talking for hours or doing activities or dancing around with a person, that itself is going to be just a celebration. So let's see, 2 cards. Okay. So the first one, this connects perfectly with the Fool energy. So wonder, voyage, crossing deep waters, pilgrimage, and journey of the soul. Journey of the soul represents to me, that type of thing that we talked about, like maybe discovering new things spiritually together. And maybe people will see that as one of a kind or original or weird, depends how they perceive it, but this is what you guys need to explore and need to experience together. Now, of course, it represents travels, so experiencing a lot of like different trips together, or just wanting to, it doesn't have to be physically, that can be astral travel, that can be dream traveling, can be soul traveling as well, soul expansion. It can also be past life travel, so regression, past life regressions, for example. So I see this as travels too. But of course, it's about traveling to different places, traveling to different countries, new cities, always wanting to discover new things. There's this excitement of life. Like, I'm here on Earth and I'm here to take advantage of everything that is offered to me. So if I can travel, I'll travel. If I can do that, I'll do that. What else am I seeing? Wait. The French is just popping back. Oui, yes, okay. So with the, I think Sen just went to the window like ping. Anyways, so 4. The dolphins, I see this as telepathy. So it could be something that you two experience, telepathic connection, something very deep and profound. You can actually communicate without having to communicate in this relationship. So this is what I see as activation too. But of course, that can be traveling to a place where you can see dolphins, or near the beach, because that's what you can see. Maybe by boat, because you can see the boat. And you could see, that like watery area on the first card. So it could be maybe areas with water that you enjoy the most, which can be a river, a lake, the beach, maybe a swimming pool. It doesn't have to be too crazy, but the bathroom. I'm just kidding. Anyways, so let's see one more card. It's too many cards. So let's see one more. Okay, I'll take this one. Which is why I was kind of guessing this. I was telling, it really seems with telepathy with the dolphins. For me, the dolphins also represent twin flames, and here you can see the twins as mermaids, so sharing secrets. And here you can see guide. And we talked about, divine intervention, divine decision. And so maybe your guides, your angels, your higher self, they might be guiding you towards this person. Even the other pals who are having like high vibe, like soulmates, we saw twin flames as well. I think pretty much on all the pals there were some spiritual connection here. So I guess this one is for you guys too. I'm not really surprised, because I know that you guys are very spiritual, very wise and mature, because I attract my soul family, so of course we're here for bigger things, and that's also why you are attracting people who speak to your soul. So a guide, mentor, a trustworthy ally. And this is what you will feel in this connection. Someone you can trust, someone who is a mentor, a guru, a teacher, someone who has so much to teach you, offer you, but in a way that's not gonna be pressuring, because you saw the full energy. Like, okay, I can teach you, but let's have fun, let's not teach people in a way that's static or in a way that's so serious. It's kind of like what I do on YouTube. I always make sure it's entertaining and fun for you to watch it. I don't want, of course I have messages that are very heavy and sometimes very, very mature, but I always make sure that it's not in a way it's like boring. At least I hope so. It's let me know if this is, no, just kidding, I trust myself. But just saying. Anyway, so I see a guide, a mentor, someone you can trust, for sure. And that's because you can perceive yourself in this person. If not a twin flame, because it doesn't have to be a twin flame, this can be someone you can see as you, or you can see as very similar to you. So for example, you may have the same interest, the same taste, or that can be any type of originality that is very, very similar. So let's see more cards. Okay, so the first one, feel the melody. We talked about performance, music as well, so feel the melody. Maybe this person is using music or any type of art to communicate to you. Let's say, for example, you're really good at painting, so you can be using paintings as a code, a message, or you can be painting this future person, whether you're aware of this or not. Like, for example, I realized, I think it was this year, I was actually finding old books, like booklets, where I was drawing, because I used to be an artist, and I still am, but I used to study arts, and I used to draw a lot. And then I saw this old sketch I did, and I realized the man on this, on this drawing looked perfectly the same as my twin. And then on the drawing, I could see like initials of me and initials of him. I could see the infinite sign appearing. I was like, what is this? But this was actually some maybe coding, downloads, and I was just drawing randomly a person without thinking of nobody on that drawing. And, a few years after, I just go back and be like, oh, okay, I see you. So could be, things like that. Rather it's drawing, music, anything that you did might be connected with that spiritual being, maybe twin flame, soulmate. Really, the label, as you may know for me, are not important, but there's something important with your creations. There's something important with what you share. If not your creations, that can be their creations. Let's say if this person was the artist, was the painter, maybe if you're looking at their paintings, you can be seeing yourself in them. Or you can see, like I said, initials or signs or symbols that may communicate to you directly. But feel it. Feel that melody, feel that, that creative flow, because this is speaking to your soul too. Alright, so we have love letters and footsteps. So it could be sending messages or always texting each other in that relationship, always wanting to make sure that maybe, like I did when I was married before, I used to be putting some knots, where my husband was able to see it at that time, and I was, writing like, have a good day or work well, take care of you, and just, I knew this was touching him because, that's some attention that we all like. So it was actually doing the same. So when I was waking up, I could see a message from him. All of that you can just do, because that's always special and that always feels good to see these notes, except, not something that's like a text. Of course, text in the morning, it's always nice. But I feel if you write something to the person, because you'll be living in the same place later on, it's, I don't know, there's something that's super touching in just like doing it, right? At least I like it. But love letters could also be writing letters, complimenting the person, saying thank you to be here with me or to be my wife, something like that. And as for the footsteps, I see this as following each other. So always following each other or following each other's footsteps. If you feel inspired by this person, don't be afraid to ask them for guidance so you can follow the person or just walk together. So I see this as that. But I also see this as hints. If you're still not with this person, if you're still in separation, look around, because the footsteps can be signs. And any type of signs. It can be numbers, angel numbers. It can be, like I said, infinite signs, which is, for me, a sign for soulmates or twin flame. What else? It can be anything, but that is going to talk to you personally. So let's see. Couple cards to see your future love life and love story. So kiss is what you can see on this one. So expect a lot of kisses, and you could see that someone is going to be very tactile with you, cuddly, kissy, anything, but you'll feel that love physically and with kisses. So if you love to kiss for hours and hours, this person may like that too. Alright, so I'll pick this one. Counterparts. I mean, the twin flame card popped already, so this could be why this is popping, as for a global love, soul love. So that means, or that includes soulmates, twin flames, star seeds, and beyond. It's just counterparts. You guys are meant to be together. There's part of destiny in this connection, and you just feel that. And you know, I get queen, king energy here, so it could be how you feel when being around the person. You may feel like a king or you may feel like a queen because they make you feel special, and they're special themselves. Okay, so let's see more couple cards. Okay, these two, it's time. I don't know why. I was seeing this card before shuffling, and I kind of felt like this was the one, and it just popped. So it is time. That means divine timing too. But also spending time together, loving to spend time to get together. Or let's say when you are together, the clock is just going crazy. Rather, time stops, or like time just speed up because you have so much fun with the person. But it's time I see as divine timing. So if you're still waiting for the one, if you know there is a process to it, sometimes we need to wait, sometimes we just know the time is not right because the situation, or because how you feel, because how they feel is just too heavy. So wait for the perfect timing to be with the person, or to be confessing your feelings to the person. Here we have my precious angel. So my precious angel, I see again comfort, and this is what you could see. Someone is going to be very attentive to you, who is going to make sure that you feel special, that you feel good, that you feel supported. So you'll feel precious, but also this person is going to feel very precious to you, or just very special to you. Let's see more cards. So love scenes for you guys. Again, the kiss. So kissing. Here you can see the city scene, which can also be a hint for you. Maybe a city boy, city girl. December is popping, so it could be something happening for you in December, or could be a season that you like. Let me see if I missed any season. I mean, we talked about July for the celebration, so July. The seasons appearing can also be the birthday of the person, and that connects with me because I'm born during July. Winter can also be a time where magic happens. I always see, especially around Christmas season, as a very magical season. You know, miracles happening, people being very generous, being very giving. You know, that's a period of generosity. So it could be about magic too, manifesting, but could also be when they are born for you. That can also be a trip during Christmas. Let's see. I'll take the one facing up. So on this card you can see a hug, and you saw, you know, feeling precious, being valued, you know, cuddling, being touchy on the cards. So this connects again perfectly. And I thought this one was related to a New Year type of scene, but I think I'm mistaken. But anyways, so I see comfort, meaning when you have a hard time, or when you don't feel too good, you can have this person by your side, always supporting you, making you feel okay. Now, let's see some love messages from your future partner. Okay, this one popped. A heart that loves is always young. So a heart that loves is always young. And I think that's also what you're looking for. You're just that youthful connection. And even though you spend years and years and years together, you'll always feel very young together. And you could see that with the full energy. You know, it's like I'm myself. I don't really care about age or, you know, things that may define or be important for people, like a status or the amount of money they make or whatever. It really doesn't matter. What matters is to have fun. And I think that fun, or just youthful energy or youthful connection, is what makes the both of you feel young or just feel alive. So this was the message. Let's continue. I'm gonna be now using this grid to see the zodiac sign of the person. Okay, so we have Cancer, and we talked about July, so that connects. Again, Cancer, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, Aries, a little bit of Gemini, and Taurus especially. So these are the signs. Let's now see some messages with the tiny messages. Okay. Oh, that's beautiful. You and me is what is appearing here. So this is just what is important. You and me. I have the power to create the life I desire. Yes, powerful manifestors is what I could see also with, the full energy. Like, I know I can do it. I don't care. Don't go through life. Grow through life. Don't go through life. Grow through life. Create what's important for you. So being supported, in your creations, in what you do, that's really nice. Inspiration, and we saw that. Inspiring couple, always supporting each other. Those who look for beauty, find it. So if you look for beauty in this relationship, anything that's beautiful and meaningful for you, you'll find it. Let's continue now with the other techniques. Let's go. Group number 3, let's see first your letters and words. Okay, music, sport. We talked about this, performance, sport, art. So that connects perfectly. Someone was following you. Maybe it was from, I see China here, so it could be from China or Asia, but it can be beyond it, of course. Maybe you will see a place with D's. This one is blank, so A. Oui, could be French energy. I think I said we or we in that group, I'm not sure, but I said it in one of these. Help, as help. Could be someone who's going to be very helpful, always here for you, always following you, always making sure that you feel good. Let's see if I see anything else. For the letters, I'm not seeing more than that. No, so let's see with the stickers. Okay, so there's a dancer, 2 of them actually, so it could be dance, music, we saw that. Let me see. Reminder, you are the main character. Yeah, becoming aware that anything that is manifesting is because of you. You are the main character in that reality. So maybe feeling that emotional support, because you can see the little rabbit wanting to help but being stuck here. So it could also be this person, helping you when you need, or being present when you need them. It's not about, if you feel a certain way, that's something to work for you, and the person is just going to stand next to you. You could see that again, like feeling gloomy with this one. I see photography on this one, so it could be about collecting memories, collecting photographs. Or maybe this person is, as an artist, into arts and pictures. Floating dreams, so it could be some dreaming contour here. Could be someone thinking about you all the time. Bridge. Oh, no, I think it was in the first group that we saw the bridge. But the bridge is about, meeting each other halfway, being here for each other. That can also be when encountering, you may come from 2 different cultures or 2 different places, but still want to unite. We're made of stardust and dreams. So star seeds, I think I talked about this in this group, so could also be your sign as well. But you are made of stardust and dreams, going home. And I think that's going to be a pleasure for you to just go home, kiss each other, be in each other's presence all the time. So let's see the next ones. Yes, Like, can you see, maybe this is you surprising the person. They're like, oh, like, why are you doing this? But still being grateful and happy that you did so. And maybe begging for more or begging for amazing things like please, 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 just do that, or please, 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 I don't know, cook me something delicious or something like this. That's the energy. This is what came to my mind first. So this is it for this group. So this is your reading. I hope you like this one. Let me know in the comments what you think. You can write I claim to welcome this beautiful love story. If you need to join a beautiful family, and if you want some personal guidance, you can find all the informations in the description as I said before. So yes, take good care of your crystal souls, and I will see you in my next reading.